Tony Tone Show, Vintage Sound 93.1 FM. This man is a legend. Lee Majors has been acting nonstop since he first appeared in 1965 in an episode of Gunsmoke. The same year, he started The Big Valley. He's also done things like The $6 Million Man, The Fall Guy. So many acting credits. First time he's joining me on the radio to talk about something that you can watch on Saturday. He's on the MPW Mocklink TV and Fiber Celebrity Hotline. Lee Majors.
Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, sir. Welcome to the great state of Iowa via the telephone. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing this morning? Everything good?
Everything's good, Lee. I can't complain. Well, I guess I could complain a little bit. We're supposed to have some rain maybe in the forecast.
Oh, my gosh. You guys are getting a lot of rain and stuff like that, aren't you?
Yeah, we're kind of in that part of the state where the severe weather seems to pick on us, but it is what it is.
Well, it's hot all over, that's for
sure. Yes, indeed. So we got to talk about this first. It's Eat, Play, Love, which premieres this Saturday at 8 o'clock Central for us on the Hallmark Channel. So, Lee, I wonder. Now, I don't know if you and Lindsay Wagner had stayed in contact, but it's the first time you've been on screen together in more than 20 years. Give us a little background on what it's like day one on Eat, Play, Love when you're working with Lindsay again.
Well, naturally, if you know someone and they're great friends and you've worked with them for so many years, you fall right back into the same chemistry, and it's all been really, really, really good. She's great. She looks great. Everything just went very smooth. It's funny because we did 3 movies after The $6 Million Man, and the last one I think we did in '94. We got married in that particular movie, and we always said, well, if we have to do another one of these together, we'll probably be in the old age home. This one's kind of close. It's not quite the old age home, but we are widowers and quite older. But it's a fun show. I play a veterinarian, and I have a granddaughter who's in love with a gentleman who runs the shelter next door. And of course, he has a unique way of placing pets adopted to the right people. And he thinks that also, since I'm a widower, that I need a dog. So I go to the shelter to meet my dog, and I walk him for a day, and then I come back the next day and understand he's standing with someone else who's going to walk him. And so it ends up in that's Lindsay, and she's also a widower. So he's put the same dog with both of us, I think, on purpose. And, of course, you can know what happens from there on.
Well, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm assuming...
the relationship builds, and it gets very nice. It's funny, and ends up very well, as all Hallmark movies should and do.
Absolutely. It's so interesting, isn't it, that a place like Hallmark Channel can be the home for such good content like Eat, Play, Love. Is it impressive to you, Lee, the amount of outlets that we have in 2017 for distributing TV shows and movies, or do you think it's a little too much?
Well, I think it's great in certain ways, because if you remember all my life, we only had 3 channels, and even up, way up into my career, there was only 3 channels, and so I was very fortunate and lucky to be doing series after series. Each one during the period, the first 3, where there was only 3 channels, and it's great because there's more opportunities out there for actors. There's also more content for people to watch. They can choose their. I love some of the stuff on the History channels and Discovery channels and things like that. So there's something out there for everybody. I wasn't too fond of some of the reality shows that they come out with because they seem kind of dumb to me, and all of a sudden someone does a reality show. Maybe they do it for 12 shows and it's not back on again, but they're overnight stars, so they think. And then you wonder, whatever happened to them? It's not as easy as people think. You can be a star overnight, but to be one for a long, long time, it takes a lot of work.
It is definitely something that's tough to sustain. I'm talking to someone that you've worked with in just a little bit. Bruce Campbell is going to join me. What can you tell me?
Campbell, I love Bruce Campbell. That's my son.
Wait,
I play his dad on Ash vs. Evil Dead.
that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I was trying to put.
They've killed me 3 times on that damn show. Excuse me, but I keep coming back, and I will be back this season.
Oh, that's terrific.
I love Bruce. He's probably the only guy that could chainsaw somebody and blood going everywhere and throw out the funniest lines in the world that just make you forget that that's even horror. That's the only reason I did that show is for Bruce Campbell.
Well, that's so great. I've never talked to Bruce, so I really look forward to that.
Look out, you're in for it. You're in for a funny interview.
I can't wait. I have to say that a coworker of mine, his name is Joel, and myself, we both are huge fans of the movie Out Cold. I wonder if you could just reminisce on that role for a little bit, because that's such a funny movie, Lee. And
what was that? What's Nick's last name? Nick Zacharias or something like that.
Yeah. Zach Galifianakis.
That was one of his first movies.
Yeah.
And he was so funny in that. There were so many good little actors in that. And there was a snowboarding movie we shot up in the Vancouver area. It was just crazy and out there, and I just had so much fun doing it. People haven't seen it. It was directed by Dick Donner's wife,
right,
and produced by her. And it didn't get the play it should have, but a lot of people, if they rent it or whatever, it's a great movie to see. It's very funny.
Absolutely, it's so funny.
Anyway, Eat, Play, Love.
Yes,
it's Saturday,
the 19th,
Hallmark Channel. And I know there's a lot of Hallmark Channel people out there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people, every time I mention it, I love Hallmark Channel. And I do, too. It's refreshing entertainment, and it's movies you can walk away with feeling a little better.
Absolutely. It's Eat, Play, Love, 8 o'clock Central, Saturday on the Hallmark Channel. Lee, the last thing I wonder for you, was it strange when they told you, Lee Majors, you're going to have an action figure, and the first time you saw yourself as an action figure, what was that moment like?
Well, I thought it was kind of silly because, I never thought of, back then, they didn't have that many. I don't know, it was a strange feeling, unusual, but, I never paid much attention to it. And nowadays, every now and then I'll go to a signing show or something, and everybody brings in all this merchandise, this memorabilia that I've never seen in my life, hundreds of different things to sign on. But it's wonderful. It's as long as a lot of people got their entertainment from it, and they tell me how they grew up watching me in each of the different shows, from Big Valley Fall Guy, 6 Mil, and on and on. So, and even the younger kids today with Ash vs. Evil Dead or Ben 10 or many of the other things that I've been doing. And I'm still working, still doing stuff, heading over to London next week to do an animated voice on a very hot comedy cartoon that's over there.
Nice.
Another voice would be Rosamund Pike from Gone Girl, and 2 of the stars from Games of Thrones. So
wow.
I just keep working, 54 years now, and just I thank the Lord for every job I get.
Well, I'm so glad that you took the time this morning, and I can't wait to watch Eat, Play, Love, Saturday, Hallmark Channel, 8 o'clock Central. Lee Majors, it's been a real treat. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it.
Be well.